Good morning, everyone. Real progressives. Today, I'm here to defend President Obama. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. This is not a post to actually try to be for something sexy or to catch a lot of attention. But it's something that needs to be talked about when it comes to being a progressive. That's why I'm here. That's what this is all about. I'm gonna actually defend the President of the United States. On this particular issue, I'm going to defend President Obama. I'm actually going there. Uh, let's be clear about something. The issues that we face, the issues and what's egregious that we have seen in Standing Rock is worthy of criticism of the President of the United States. There are a lot of issues that we've discussed time and time again that are worthy of criticism. He's the President of the United States. People need to know where are you at on this issue. People need to know where are you at on the Code of Access Pipeline. Where are you at on this? You need to stop it just like you stopped the Keystone Pipeline. You need to defend these people out here that are actually trying to stand up and fight for water. We need to do those things. But at the exact same time, we also have to give them a high five when they do something right. That's everyone. That's what being a progressive is about. We hold them accountable when they're wrong. We support them when they're right. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about something that hasn't been in the news. It hasn't been sexy, but it should have been sexy. It should have been in the news more than it was. And that's the White House issued a labor law. A labor law that would have increased the income of 4 million plus workers. No, Lydia. I'm not defending Obama ignoring standing. I'm actually criticizing him for ignoring standing. But at the exact same time, I'm about to make another point here. The new labor law that was going to go into effect was going to affect 4 million workers or more. It hasn't been talking about lately. It's the labor law. It's the overtime rules. Right now, currently, you are seeing salary employees. If you make $23,000, you can be worked as many hours as your employer wants you to be worked. You can be worked 50, 60 hours with no overtime pay. And the Obama administration said, okay, this is not right. Workers shouldn't be getting paid that much. So what the Obama administration did was they upped the labor laws to $47,500 as a starting point. It was higher than that at first, but getting that through was going to be hard in itself. But it was bumped to $47,500, meaning that if you're a salary employee making less than $47,500, you are scheduled to overtime pay. Either that the employee is going to have to pay you more once you reach over 40 hours, or your employee is going to have to let you off after 40 hours, which gives you more time to spend with your family. Either you make more money or you spend more time with your family, right? And in 3 years, in 2020, that number of that 47,500 was going to go up to 51,000. So meaning if you make below 51,000 and you are a salary employer, then guess what? Guess what happens? Then they have to either pay you more, bump you up to 51,000, or send you home. Some employees was scheduled to bump their employees up to 47,500. That's what someone was going to have to do, or someone was going to send someone would have sent them home with the same pay, same money, less of hours, right? So this law was supposed to go into effect, actually, I think next week, December 1st. December 1st, this law is about to go into effect, where millions of employees were going to see an increase in their salary. But see, this didn't make the news. So we didn't realize that people were out there fighting against this, railing against this. So I'm researching this morning, I'm looking, and I found out that a federal court has blocked it. Today, a federal court has blocked this new law. So now it's the same law is still into effect. The same $23,000 a year. If you make $23,000 a year or less, then guess what? They can work you as many hours they want to work you. And the Trump administration coming in, and it gives them cover now, because see, now once they get into office, they don't have to just sit back and say they don't have to risk angering people from taking money away from them that they were getting. Now, this law is likely to be appealed on Tuesday, but it could send it to the Supreme Court. And the problem is, we wasn't in the streets fighting against this. We wasn't in the streets on this. All the issues that we actually fighting for. It's okay to, all the other issues that we are criticizing our elected leaders on, we need to stay on them, keep the pressure up. Flint, Standing Rock, all those issues are very important issues that we need to stay on. We need to keep the pressure on our elected leaders. We need to keep the heat up on them. But we also have to look at the things that actually are working within the government and make sure that they actually come to law. The pieces that we do have that's working, we need to make sure they actually come to law. That's all I'm basically saying here. So my defend of the president is on this particular issue. Now, all the other issues that we talk about, those issues are worth being talked about. When you're the leader of the free world, you are deemed criticized. Where are you on Standing Rock? Where are you on these issues? Those issues need to be talked about. But I just feel like we have to keep our eye on. We can't get distracted on one side of the table, because being a real progressive, that's what we are. We're gonna criticize you when you're right, and we're gonna criticize you when you're wrong. Even if you're Senator Bernie Sanders, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So now I'm not gonna lie. I'm a salary employee. I'm an employee. I know about working 50, 60 plus hours. We all know that. A lot of you out there are salary employees. So this is an issue right here. This was a progressive issue. Let's be honest. It's progressive. I don't care if Hillary Rodham Clinton was behind this issue. I would support it. Don't even care if Donald Trump was behind this issue, which unfortunately he's not. I would support this issue. I would support this issue if it was Mickey Mouse's plan. Doesn't matter who's the messenger. It's only a matter if the law works, if it's a step in the right direction, if it's a step towards progressing, and it is. The law was gonna be moved up. It's gonna start at 47,500. Then it's gonna go to 51,000. And we can argue that it should be higher. We can argue that it should be higher. But at this very moment right now, we're stuck in neutral when it comes to the labor law. The labor laws set now. We're already keeping up in pace with the cost of inflation. We already, some places don't keep up with the cost. We're already there. So now we're actually to the point now where we really stand stuck in neutral. We still, we've been at $7.25 since 2006. And actually in 2006 they only moved it from $5.15 to $5.85, then to I think it was moved up in 3 increments. So yeah, Mark, it's not about standing with anyone. It's about standing with an issue that actually worked. This here was strictly about the labor law. I felt that the labor law was a progressive agenda, at least in the right direction. That's not being talked about. It's not sexy. It's not on the front page of the news. It wasn't talked about during the campaign trail. But I don't think anyone on this. I don't speak for everyone, but I don't think anyone disagrees with me when it comes to this law, this particular law here. I don't see why anyone would advocate someone making $23,000 a year should be work, or anyone making under $47,500 a year should be making the same pay, even at 60 to 70 hours, even at $50,000. If you want to be honest, to be making the same pay, that's an atrocity. That's an atrocity, and we need to make sure that they don't strip away from us and put us even further back in reverse. Because right now, the costs are rising, people are hurting, and then Paul Ryan gets out there and said this would be a blow to the economy. How in the hell would putting more money in people's pockets, which would put more money into the economy, be a blow to the economy? It's not going. What's going to be a blow to the economy is the debt hawks out here. And Obama has been one of those too. He hasn't been a debt hawk, but he has bragged about cutting the deficit. Not a good move. Bragging about cutting the deficit. He's been wrong on that issue. He's been wrong on a lot of issues. He's been wrong on a lot of issues when it comes to cutting the deficit and caving into Republicans. He's been wrong on those issues. But when you're right on the issue, I'll give you a high five when you're right. If Trump does something right, which it's hard for me to stay optimistic when I see all the races he's stacking in his cabinet. It's hard for me to be optimistic when I see the races he's stacking in his cabinet. But if he does something right, I'll give him a high five. Do I think he's going to come in and make sure this law goes into effect? We'll see. I doubt it. He said he didn't like it. He said he would like to see it delayed. We're talking about affecting 4 million workers. This is over 4 million workers right here. It's not sexy. It's not on the front set of. It's not on the news page. It's something that wasn't even talked about during the campaign trail, but it's something that needs to be talked about. We need to elevate this. This is why I came here today to talk about the brightness of it needs to be elevated. It doesn't take away from us protesting against from Standing Rock. It doesn't take us from protesting against our economy, about them not spending money into the economy. This is a globally, we live in a global world now. We have to take on multiple issues. That's what being a grassroots movement is about. That's what it's being about. I mean, it's about staying true. It's about staying true to the issues. Forget the messenger. It's about the issues. Forget the cult of personality. It's about the issues. So yeah, on this particular issue here, I think the president actually passed a progressive bill when it comes to this particular issue here. And we need to make sure that this particular bill here becomes law. I'm Kendall Sullivan, and have a great day, guys. Peace. I'm out.